Hey guys, what's up? I hope you're all doing great worldwide. Well, today, real quick, I'm gonna tell you what I like and I don't like about the DIY bike that I made. It's 250 watts, 36 volts. I did hack it, and it picks close to, let's say, around 500 watts. Now, to be realistic, it took me some time to get used to this bike because of the thin tires. After coming from a fat bike is you know, it's got nothing in that's similar with a regular tire bike. So it took me a while. I had a few crashes. This bike is lighter for like 8 or 9 kilos from a regular fat bike. And with this bike, you don't have the same handling, braking. Overall, you cannot, smash on sidewalks with a thin tire like this because you're gonna ruin the rim, the motor, and the spokes. Now, if I did not have had a fat bike, maybe, I would never notice the difference and I would really like this bike. Like you, if you got a regular bike, right? And let's say that I give you a ride, my fat bike, and we're not talking about speed, watts and volts. We're talking about the difference that, and 1.8-inch tire has, with a 4.8-inch tire. Like, if you never rode a fat bike and you took my fat bike for a ride, you would say, wow, Jimmy, this is great, man. I feel real comfortable. He handles better, he brakes better. Everything is like, you would really fall in love with a fat bike. Now, this bike got front suspension, but trust me, when you go into even the smallest pothole, it will jump like a jumping jack. And the fat bike, when you go to potholes, even without no suspension, you don't feel nothing because those big fat 4-inch tires, they absorb, all terrain, puddles and bumps. I'm gonna say this kit is pretty strong for 250 watts. We got a hill right here. I got it on Assist 5. It does have a throttle. This is a pretty good hill. Let's see how I'm gonna go uphill. I'm like 80 kilos. And as you see, it's pretty strong. It's a Bafang motor. So if I never had a fat bike, I would say that this bike is perfect. But since I am coming from a fat bike, I cannot really say that because the whole philosophy changes from a regular bike to a fat bike. And now I'm gonna blow this light like I always do because I hate waiting at this red light. So it is a perfect bike. Plain throttle, Assist 5, front hub motor, 36 volts, 250 watts. I told you in a lot of videos, people, there is no bike that's, there is no motor that's 250. Motors 250 pick around 380 to 400 watts. But since I hacked this, it goes up to like 480. See, plain throttle, it's doing me good. So if I never had a fat bike, I would say that this bike is great. But after coming from a fat bike, this seems like a toy to me. I mean, you're not stable like you are on a fat bike. You got a lot of stability on a fat bike. Like I said, you got a better braking. I cannot say that, this is like trash by any means. It's got 16 Shimano gears, and this kid, this DIY, it got V-brakes, and I'm amazed how good the V-brakes work. It's like, I don't remember last time that I had a bike with V-brakes because all my bikes got hydraulic or mechanical disc brakes. Now this kid, the front wheel, you can put V-brakes on it. Some kids, they don't allow you to do that, but this DIY kid does give you, that option. And I'm very satisfied. I mean, I cannot say that I have problems with braking. It's perfect. I got no complaints. The only reason is that I'm not telling you what kind of a brand this bike is, the kid, is because the company has some leftovers for my side, and when they finish their leftovers, I will say which brand this kit is. Now, these spokes are 13G. They're really strong. This is a Fang motor. It just doesn't say on it. It's geared, and it's pretty good that it's geared because 250 watts. It's rather to have a geared one than a gearless. Now, even this side work, you see this side work right here? If you hit this wheel, you're gonna damage it. Now, if you hit a sidewalk like this with a fat bike, you're not gonna notice nothing. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, even the front suspension doesn't really do nothing. You can never, it all depends where you live at. I wanna say hi to my friend Derek from Netherlands, my brother Tony in the States. You cannot tell that it's electric. I got the backpack here, which is pretty great. And it's got a light, this bike back here on the battery, that it goes on even when the battery is off. That's pretty good. See these small tires is what I have to get used to it. And I did bust my butt a few times until I got used to it. I'm gonna close the video saying that if I never had a fat bike, I would be really satisfied with this bike. But after coming from a fat bike, you really notice the difference that you got no handling like a fat bike. Overall, braking and symmetry when you ride. It's pretty good when the company, does what it has to do on my side. I will tell you which kit is. It's pretty good. That's the battery on the rack. I am gonna take it out. I'm gonna put it on the side of the frame. That's why I got the wires hanging out like this. It's got 5 assists. It's got a throttle. You press it, it shuts off. You press it, it goes on. I got a bell on it that says I love my bike. This is the throttle. 18 Shimano gears. Perfect V-brakes. And yeah, it's a very, very good DIY. The bike costed me 200 bucks. This kit goes around 800 euros or dollars. It's got a 13 amp, 36 volt battery. The battery is very, very good. It's got to have Samsung or Panasonic cells in it. I'm pretty sure about that. And it goes great uphill. It goes great everywhere. And like I said, if I never had a fat bike, this would be perfect. But since I came from a fat bike, I have to get used to it. Because we're talking about safeness. You don't have the safeness with this bike like you have on the fat bike. That's about it. I want to say thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for the subs. Thank you very much. If you liked what you saw, consider subbing and liking my video. Sub to my channel. A lot of things are coming. Unboxings with electric scooters, electric bikes that are sending me right now. We're going up to 100,000 subs, and I really want to thank every single one of you individually and hope the best for each one of you individually. Jimmy Boy Gia, the man that talks with his hands, like somebody told me. Soon another video. We don't forget helmet, lights, horn, so we can have a beautiful electric bike ride without no problems. Check you out soon on the next one. This is a DIY. I don't like the rack on the back. After I do some more promos for this bike, I'm gonna take it off and put the battery on the side. Keep it up, the best are coming, and don't forget, stay good. Jimmy Boy, catch you on the next one.